Code and Corners, Code and Corners, Code and Corners.
Welcome to episode 7. We're going to save things. Very quick reminder, we've got 9 episodes. We're on episode 7. If you haven't watched them, please look in the playlist for the other videos. Very quickly, the end goal for this 9-part series is for you to press a physical button on your handlebars that makes our app send a notification to another device to let them know that we're safe. Today's goal, we're going to be entering and saving text into our app's cache, and we're going to be publishing it and testing it on our phone for a second time. We're going to get our local development environment ready for these changes. Just like in other videos you've watched, we've got Visual Studio open. At the top, a selected terminal, new terminal, and I'm just running some git commands that you'll see on the screen to make sure that any changes you've made, we can revert and make sure your code is the same as the GitHub version. You'll also see I'm creating a branch. Think of it like a tag for all of your future changes. Now onto the juicy bit. We're going to make some changes. You're going to go to the repo that I've pasted on the screen. You're going to go to the message.html, select raw, copy the contents, create a file in Visual Studio called message.html, paste the contents in. I want you to add this new file to sw.js, the service worker, so that we can also cache this new file locally when your app is offline. And finally, in your index.html, we are going to create a link for the user to click to be able to go to this new HTML page. With all of those changes in place, which you'll see in a moment, we've given our app the ability for text entry, saving that text entry using some JavaScript code, and viewing that text entry on this new HTML file. In a moment, I'll be showing you how to test this. But as a precursor to that, I wanted to show you what it looked like and what's happening behind the scenes. So on message.html, you've allowed the user to have a text box and a submit button or a save button, what you want to call it. The user will click the save button. That'll run some JavaScript code that you've also got in that message.html file. That will save the user entry into the actual browser cache on the user's device. We then have some code to populate that entry from the cache, from the browser onto the page. So you've done this before, run the command npx http server, go to that URL 127.00.1, click on the docs folder, click on that link that you created, and you can enter that text, save that text, and view that text. Ignore the bit at the bottom. That's just some browser magic. We're going to be attributing all of your changes to that tag that we created earlier, running some commands that I'll put on the screen, and then the final command will push your changes up to GitHub. You might need to refresh, but your repo will look something like this. We want to compare and pull requests. Let's do it properly. You can put in whatever you want as that message there, and then click Raise Pull Request. You'll see a screen like this. You can view your changes. All of your changes should be there that you've made earlier. You can then click on the pull request and click Merge Pull Request. I won't do that because this is just a demo. Once you've done that, a GitHub action should publish the latest changes of your website to that URL you were using before. I'm going to get you to delete your app from your home screen, click on the top right-hand button in your browser, scroll down, click Add to Home Screen, and add this app again for ease. You should be able to do the same testing you did earlier in your browser. You should be able to enter some text, save it, view it, and go into flight mode, try it all over again, and it should still work. Give it a go. In summary, you've added a whole new page to your app. You've added the ability for users to enter text into your app, save it in the cache for further use at a later date. You've published those changes to the internet and tested them on your phone. On the next episode, we're going to be pulling that message from the app's cache and sending a notification to another device with that actual message. On to the next.